The Sound of Steam mod has been updated, so let me quickly show you what has been added. To begin with, we have the tracker bar and the role authoring table. These won't be things that I use because they relate to playing MIDI files, which is not really something I'm interested in, but I believe it's now a lot easier to play a MIDI file in-game. You can import it and punch it into some paper here, and then the tracker bar, I believe, is for performing that music. I could be wrong. Again, this isn't my area to talk about. But now what I do want to talk about is we have 6 new organs. 6 new sounds to add to the 9 that were already in the game, which now gives us a lot of versatility with the organ music we want to create. We have the Prestant, the English horn, we have this one, and this one. We also have the Viola, a quieter one, and the Vox Celeste. So I don't think there's any sound here that is completely wild. 2 of the higher pitched ones, and then 4 that are the same pitch as most of the organs that we've been using. So I think these are mostly going to supplement the sounds that we already have, but I do feel like perhaps the English horn could be more of a lead in the organ sound. And this one is quite an interesting tone. I'm really excited to hear these in context. We also have 2 additional changes. The 2 bass instruments received a 5th octave. Every other organ in the game, including the other 7 that already exist, have 5 octaves, and these originally had 4 octaves, so they have now been given that 5th octave. Which this especially, I think, could have a lot of utility. And having that 5th octave is really useful, because when I was using organ stop techniques, which is where you create like one melody, but then add different organ sounds, add and take away as the music is playing, it was a bit frustrating that 2 of the instruments couldn't have the top level of the melody, for example. So I'm really pleased with that change. I'm really pleased that we have 6 more sounds to play around with. And so it's time to listen to some music. But first, one note, if you do load in an old world, you will notice that all of your organs are broken. However, it is very easy to fix them. All you do is you swap them to a different organ by right-clicking with that organ, and then you can right-click and swap it back. So we'll do this for both of these. You can see that they are now fixed and they will play. In my first Sound of Steam video, we used this organ here and this programming to test the different sounds that you can get from the organs. We tested each instrument on its own to kind of hear what that instrument sounds like. And so now I want to test the new 6 organs, and we'll probably test the 2 bass ones as well, so we can fully appreciate their new range. Now, I would love to tell you that that seventh organ was an intentional surprise, but I actually just got confused earlier with some of the information. But yes, we have 7 new organ sounds, including this incredible haunted whistle. And I'm glad I didn't miss this, because what a sound. This one 100% is going to get used in something, I guarantee it. The other 6 were great. I think these 2 here could be good leads and good main focal points of the organ, kind of like the diapason. The 2 higher pitched ones were nice, and I do like how they sound together over here. I think they blend nicely together. The Viola and the Vox Celeste, I'm not 100% sure how much use these will get. Because they're so quiet, you get a much stronger huffing sound. You know, the actual sound of the steam that comes out when the note plays. Maybe there's some utility where we would want that. I'm not 100% sure. And maybe in the background of an organ piece, these will be nice to have. But yeah, all 6 will certainly have some kind of a use. I think these 2, especially the English horn, was really nice to hear on the full range. But my favourite has to be this haunted whistle. What an incredible sound. And that's it for the testing. I think sometime soon I'm going to replace all of the old sounds in an organ like this with the new sounds, maybe play one of the pieces of music we've already performed, and we'll be able to compare the old sounds to the new. Although I do think the end goal will be to create an organ with all 16 available sounds. Thanks very much for watching, and thank you to the makers of this mod. It is my favourite mod. I absolutely love it, and I can't wait to make more videos on it.